Hi everyone, Adriana Jimenez of Fino Boxing here with title contender John Molina Jr. John, you're getting ready for another war. It seems that every time you step inside the ring, you bring us nothing but war. So now this time we have another friendly face of Victor Ortiz, September 30th, live on Fox. What can we expect that fight night?
Well, you mentioned it yourself, a war. Every time I get in the ring, it's a war. It's never been, well, maybe we'll take an easy fight here, maybe an easy fight there. That hasn't been my way of boxing. I've always fought the toughest guys. And Victor is no slouch. He's definitely a hell of a fighter. He brings explosiveness to the ring, as do I, and it's going to be a war.
This can be considered a crossroads bout where a victory for you can get you closer to a title shot. Do you agree? Yeah,
but again, with all due respect to yourself, I hate that term crossroad because my whole career has been a crossroad. I mean, really, every fight that I've had, oh, another crossroad fight for Molina, another crossroad fight for Molina. So let's just call it another fight. Every fight that I have is my biggest fight, literally.
I'm sorry about that.
I get, again, that was no disrespect to you, but I think crossroads for me went out the window about 4 years ago.
And from there, is that why every fight you just leave it all inside the ring?
Yes, because every fight's my last fight. Literally, not saying like, oh, it's my last fight, but you have to think of boxing as such, because every time we step in that ring, there's a chance that I may not walk out of the ring. Or Victor may not walk out of the ring. You have to come to terms with that and accept that. If you don't accept that, you're in the wrong business.
And I know you mentioned that you and Victor Ortiz have been friends for a while. And I know when it comes to a fight, it's all business and things, you know, that friendship, in a sense, goes out the window. But what is that like to have to face an old friend?
You know, boxing's a weird sport. And with that being said, we all kind of know each other. Me and Victor have known each other since the beginning, but he's in it to win it like I am. He has a family to feed. I got a family to feed. So a victory means longevity in our careers, and that's very important to both of us. But again, we're both professionals. We can go out to dinner after, but when it comes to fighting in the ring, he's going to try to kill me like I'm going to try to kill him. And that's not talking primally speaking or like a brutal, psychotic person, but you got to be kind of psychotic to be a fighter. But I love the fact when people say, oh, they're friends, but I can't knock you out just enough where you get knocked out. I got to try to kill you in order to knock you out. So that's the reality of it.
So when you walk in, you look for the knockout?
Of course. I mean, I have to.
And I don't want to look too far ahead, but there's always talk about Danny Garcia versus Sean Porter. If victorious, would you like to face the winner of that fight?
Absolutely. But again, right now, September 30th is my date. Danny and Sean have their hands full next week or this weekend, and it's gonna be a great fight. And I'm looking forward to September 30th.
Can I get your opinion on how you see that fight between them two going?
Between Danny and Sean, they're both good friends of mine, and I don't want to. I have my opinion, but I'm gonna keep it close to my chest, and it's gonna be an exciting fight.
I respect that. Now, are you friends with CANELO and GOLOVKIN? Can you give me your opinion on that?
I'm actually an acquaintance, but not a friend. So I think Triple G will win this fight.
Why is that?
I think the last fight was, if I'm speaking, truthfully, I think Triple G had won that last fight. I think he did enough to win that fight. And I think there's nothing more important in his career right now but a victory over CANELO. And it's going to be a great fight because both guys are going to prepare to do their best. Because CANELO sure as hell don't want to lose, especially with the whole beef scandal. He doesn't want to lose. But if he does lose, I told you so, it was the beef. So it's kind of like it's a good fight, great fight.
And lastly, you're training with Roberto Alcazar, right? Okay, can you tell me how, and it's been a little while now, so how's that relationship been going?
Really well. Robert is a great trainer, had De La Hoya brought him from his glory years, had Edwin Valero, Jesse Vargas, many of champions that he's built. And with me and him, it's a great relationship. I met him when I was 18 when I first started boxing, and fast forward 11 years later, and now we're working together.
So in the Canelo Golovkin, he has Jaime Munguia fighting. Have you guys talked about, and how do you see him?
Munguia is a great kid. I have my own personal private gym, and Munguia trains there with me. He's a stablemate of mine, hell of a fighter. Sometimes when I talk to him, I forget that he's only 21 years old. It's like I'm talking to my nephew. Great kid, humble kid, strong kid, and got a very high ceiling. I see nothing but great things for him.
Do you see them facing him against Canelo Golovkin down the line? One of them.
Down the line, of course, because his following's getting huge. He's an exciting style of fights. Again, I think he has a high ceiling, and I'm very proud to say that Munguia is part of my camp and that we're stablemates.
Great. John, thank you so much for talking to us. Good luck on September 30th. You guys don't want to miss this fight with John Molina Jr. versus Victor Ortiz live on Fox. Thank you so much. Good luck.